Ma'am, is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am, it is visible, ma'am.
Visible. Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. I once again welcome you all for this faculty development program, which is on the e-content development. The topic which is given to me is the e-content development. So if I talk about the e-content development, it is the buzzword these days. So I, Dr. Meenakshi Rathi, on behalf of this, IoT Academy, welcomes you all for this faculty development program. So let's move to this e-content development, how this e-content development takes place, how we are going to develop it, and all those things are there. So let us start with the things. What exactly is the content development is it is a systematic process of preparing digital contents in a pedagogical framework, which consists of, if you are, if you are developing, respected all professors, if you're developing a content which includes your text, your images, your graphics, or the animations, or maybe videos or charts or any other multimedia elements. If you are incorporating all these things, that means you're developing an e-content. So that is all about e-content, the definitional term e-content. Then let us move to the evolution of education, how the education has been evolved. So first, initially, we used to had the blackboard or the slate, then we used to have green boards, then the screen or the projectors, then after that we had computers or laptops or tablets which are there. So that ways, the overall this is how the evolution of education has taken place. And now these days we are using the digital screens are there, and various other gadgets, the augmented reality gadgets, they are there, ARs, VRs, techniques, that is also there. So this is how we have done with the evolution. If I talk about the e-content development, so e-content development has these four quadrants. Many a times we have learned about these four quadrants. So let's discuss what exactly they are, the four quadrants, what all four quadrants include, and how to develop those four quadrants. So first we have e-text, that is the textual part, the written part that is there in the e-content, the notes or the study material, if I say in the very layman language. So that is your e-text. Then we have e-tutorials. E-tutorials are the video lectures that we used to create for our students. And then we used to have the self-assessment. That means after giving them the study material, after explaining them on the videos, if you wanted to assess their levels, so we have these various techniques of the assessment. So that is there, the third quadrant. And the next, or the last quadrant, we have the web resources or the links for the further readings. If you are developing the content, you might have referred some textual matter, you might have referred certain websites and all those things. So all those references has to be mentioned in your e-tutorials and e-text. But there are certain other links also that you must wanted to share it with your students for their upgradation of their knowledge, if they wanted to learn more. So these are the web resources for the learn more files or the link for further readings. Then these are the four quadrants we have discussed. We have discussed the e-tutorials, we have discussed e-text, e-content or the e-text, the written material, as said. Then we have self-assessment, then we have the discussion forums, or maybe the links for the further readings, where you can incorporate many other things also. So that is there. If I talk about the phases of e-content development has got all these phases. So first is the analysis phase, then the next is design phase, then fourth is development, then fourth is, testing, fifth implementation, and sixth is evaluation. What you have to do exactly is you have to analyze on which topic you need to develop the content, on which topic you have to create the content. You have to analyze each and everything, how to incorporate a material into, from where to incorporate those material and all those things. Then you have to design the content. There are different formats, there are different platforms on which you will design the content. So that way the designing part is there. The next is the development, which is the actual final which is one of the crucial stages on which you need to develop the things. Then after the developing, you need to test your content, if whether you have done it correct or not. You need to have a validation board for that particular thing. For testing your e-content, you need to have a validation board. Then actual implementation, the final implementation of the e-content has to be there. It has to be evaluated by experts. The evaluation, it may the expert team, you can also incorporate certain students into your evaluation process, so that they'll be in a better condition to tell about the the final outcome of your e-content. So that ways, these are the different 6 steps involved in the e-content development process. Then we'll move towards what are the challenges that we are facing in the e-content development. Respected all, these are the different challenges that we faces. First is the developmental challenges while developing, because it is one of the crucial stages. While developing, we faces so many challenges. Then the content has to be effective enough. That ways, so many things are there available on YouTube, available on internet, available on OERs, the open educational resources. But what exactly you have to take into your content, that makes your content effective. So that ways, your content has to be effective enough. Then effective delivery has to be there. Coordination and evaluation has to be there, which I talked about. The validation board has to be there. Then there are certain infrastructural challenges. Then the knowledge challenge is also there. So these are the 6, again, the challenges that we are facing. We as in teachers, we always face in the development of e-content. But if I talk about these, the lower, these challenges, which are, these one, the effective delivery, coordination, evaluation, infrastructural challenges, knowledge challenges, all these challenges, we as in teachers, we can face all these challenges because we are very good at our delivery. We are very good at coordinating the things. As far as evaluation is concerned, we can have a team to evaluate as in validation board. Then in this digital world, if I talk about infrastructural challenges, we don't require actually studios on our on our places, on our workplaces, or maybe at our home also. We can create very effective e-content using different platforms. So that is also there. The knowledge challenge, I'm very sure everybody has got wonderful knowledge in this regard. So that ways, I was discussing that if I talk about these challenges, we don't suffer regarding any thing in the aspects. But yes, if I talk about the developmental challenges, yes, we have so many developmental challenges. Then we have effective content, which is one of the problems that we face during the content development. So let us take one by one how we can face the developmental challenges and what are the different tools for those things. So let me take you to the tools for the content development. We have freeware tools, we have open source softwares, we have proprietary softwares. If I talk about the freeware, as the name itself indicate, they are free. Then open source, you might be wondering, yes, open source sources, softwares are also free, but there is a bit difference between free and open source software. We'll discuss those things. What exactly is a freeware? Freeware is a program that we can use without paying, yes, but the source code may not be available. Here in the freeware, the source code is not available. So that means you cannot customize those things as per your requirement. There are certain fixed source code which is not available to you. You only use those programs freely. But if I talk about open source softwares, yes, open source softwares are the softwares, again, they're publicly freely available, and along with the source code. Here the source code is also there, and the user can modify it, user can reuse the things as per their requirement. So this is the basic difference between freeware and the open source softwares. Then next is the proprietary software. As the name itself indicates, the proprietary softwares, they're the paid ones. So the proprietary softwares are the more they are the paid ones, having the more advanced features. So that is there. Then and if I talk about this web resources or the multimedia input, we discussed about the multimedia inputs. To make your content more effective, you need to incorporate all these multimedia inputs. So multimedia, what exactly is a multimedia inputs? Multimedia inputs refers to the combination of images, text, graphics, animations, all those things. If you're incorporating any audio, if you're incorporating videos, if you're incorporating any GIFs or animations, I have incorporated this GIF, I have incorporated this animation. So that ways to make your content more effective, you can use all these via electronic means. If you're using those are the multimedia inputs. So let's talk about what are the multimedia elements that you can incorporate in your e-content. You can have videos, you can have audios, you can have animations, you can have text or icons, you can have mind maps, you can have graphs or images, graphics could be added. So that is the one of the combinations which has to be there in your e-content. So let's quickly, go through what are the different screen recording tools. As I've already told you, if I talk about infrastructural requirement, I don't require anything except my laptop and a very good internet connectivity. These are the two things which I require to record a wonderful video. So for the screen recording, you can have OBS Studio. OBS Studio is a free open source software for recording your audios. Then you can have Google Slides. Google Slides is again one of those options with which you can record your screen. In Microsoft PowerPoint also, you can record your screen. Then you can have Cam Studio or Camtasia Studio and Loom. If you wanted to, make your content e-content for your students, if you want those videos to be of suppose 5 minutes, 10 minutes, so that ways these tools are wonderful tools. You can use Loom to record your screen, Camtasia or Cam Studio to create wonderful videos, because these days our students have got very poor attention span. They can only view a video of 5 to 7 minutes or 10 minutes with a proper attention. So that ways you can incorporate all these tools for that matter. And apart from that, if you wanted to create long videos of 30 minutes or maybe more than that, you can have OBS, you can have this, and you can have Microsoft PowerPoint also. Then if I talk about the audio video editing tools, for audio, you can have Audacity, you can use WavePad. These are the free tools. As I told you, whatever tools I'll be telling you almost all the tools which are open or free, open source softwares, or they are the if I talk about the proprietary softwares, I'll be telling you the excuse me, yes. That would be almost, the free version of those things could be used. So next is VSDC. VSDC is a video editing software. Then if I talk about OpenShot is also a video editing software. Then Final Cut Pro is there. Then Filmora Go. They are the proprietary softwares. Yes, these two are the proprietary softwares, but you can use them because their free version to certain extent, they are freely available. For the advanced version you need to pay, but yes, you can use for the basic applications, for creating basic videos, for having basic editing, you can use these two. Rest all the tools are freely available. You don't have to pay a single penny. Then if you wanted to create animations, suppose I have created this animation. So if you wanted to create such animation into your videos, you can have Powtoon, you can have Plot Again, you can have Flash, you can have Animaker, you can use OpenToons, you can have Blender, you can use Art of Illusions. Then all these tools in itself, if suppose I start explaining what is Powtoon, how to use those Powtoons, it will take almost 1.5 hours lecture to explain. That ways I'll be just telling you the different tools. You have to explore it on your own, and the more you explore, the more you will be acquainted with new tools in that this regard. So that ways you can use Powtoon is there. Plot Again is a wonderful tool. I personally use Plot Again. Then Animaker is there. OpenToons is a free software. Then Blender is a free software. Flash is also an open source software. So they are all almost free or open source animation tools. Then source from where you get images. At times we are very much concerned how to get the images, what are the different sources from where you can get the images. So you can go to Google, or you can browse Why Not Pics. You can have Google Advanced Search, wherein you can search CC license images, and or the public domain, the images which are there in the public domain, you can use them free of charge. You don't have to pay. But if you're using the other images, you need to give them due credit. That means the credit has to be mentioned in those things. Then Pixabay is one of those sites where you can get free images. Wikimedia Commons is there, then Shutterstock is there, Unsplash, Pixels, Flickr. All these are the wonderful websites, or I may say sources, from where you can get very good images, and you can make your presentations, you can make your e-content more effective. Then these are the icons which are already available in your Microsoft PowerPoint. As I've already told you in the very beginning, that if you have a laptop and if you have a good internet connectivity, these are the only two requirements. Apart from knowledge, yes, you should have knowledge, and you should utilize your knowledge into your laptop along with a good internet connectivity to create wonderful e-content. So these icons are available in your Microsoft PowerPoint, and you can utilize them wherever you require. Then if I talk about e-text, if you are preparing e-text, if you are preparing the written matter, from where to get the content, how to get an effective content, you can get it from OERs, that is the Open Educational Resources. You can browse NDL and National Digital Library. You can refer Swayam. Then the Swayam Prabha is also there. Then EPG Pathshala is there. Then apart from that, CEC, that is the Consortium of Educational Communication, is there. Then NCRT, NIOS, or IGNOU text material is also available. So respected all, I must say that if you are preparing your e-text, so in that case, what you have to do is you can browse all these things. They're free of cost. They're freely available. So that ways you can use all of them. Then from where you can get study material, or maybe if you wanted to give links to your students for their further readings or learn more files, those learn more files can be excuse me, I got an important call, I just wanted to attend. I'm so sorry for this botheration. It was a very urgent call, so I have to take the call. So I was telling you that if you wanted to get the sources for the study material, if you wanted to give links to your students in your content, that from where they can learn more, from where they can learn the extra material. So you can give links from NPTEL, that is a National Program for Technology and Enhanced Learning. eGyan Coach could be there, EPG Pathshala could be there, then Directory of Open Access Journals, then Project Gutenberg. Project Gutenberg is one of those projects wherein you can get material, wonderful material. More than 60,000 books are there, free ebooks are available. You just have to browse Project Gutenberg and write the name of the book in that portal of Project Gutenberg. You can access those free ebooks. So that is there. Then open access thesis and dissertations, then science direct open access content, then Shodh Ganga is there, then directory of open access books is there, then PDF drive is also one of very good options. If you wanted to have the PDF of any study material, any book which is related to your subject, you can go to pdfdrive.com and you can get the things. Then social networking, yes, it is one of the important platforms wherein you can get study material, but the thing is that you need to check the authenticity of the material. So that is there. Then you can incorporate mind mapping tools also. Mind maps are nothing but, whatever is there in your mind, if you're representing those things to your students in the form of graphs or in the form of some pictures, graphical way of representing whatever is there in your mind, whatever concept is there in your mind, if you're representing it graphically, so that is mind mapping. You might have seen mind maps like this. So if you wanted to present your ideas in the form of, suppose this is a viram chin, a punctuations ka diagram is there, so you can incorporate all these uh, all the types of punctuations in one diagram, and you can explain it to your students. Then if suppose this is causes of depreciation, anybody from commerce background or economics background could understand this. Then you can incorporate mind maps like this. Apart from that, you can incorporate mind maps into your content to make your content more effective. These are the different mind mapping tools. So the different mind mapping tools are available. I tried to find out the maximum tools. I just wanted to give you the maximum tools. So if you'll browse Xmind or Mindomo or Coggle, just browse all these tools, you will get wonderful, you will be able to create wonderful mind maps using these tools. So that ways this could be incorporated. Then you can have free and open source graphic designing tools. At times, we are always in glitches, or we are always in problems of eh, um, if suppose we copy paste certain graphs, or we copy paste certain pictures, there is always a chance of getting the things plagiarized. So if you wanted to remove the plagiarism, so what you can do is you can create graphics of your own. So that ways what you can do is you can use Canva. Canva is my favorite. I always use Canva to create my brochures, to create my flyers, to create contents for my students. So that ways Canva could be incorporated. Krita is an open source software. It's wonderful again. Design Wizard is there. Blender is again an open source software. Do browse all these things, because within a span of 1 hour I'll be able to give you, I'm trying to give you the maximum, which from where you can get, maybe you can browse Drawpad, and you can create wonderful graphics for your e-content. That ways you can use GIMP is again an open source software, I must tell you. And the people from Knitter, people from Swayam, they are also using GIMP, and they are creating certain short courses on GIMP. They're teaching GIMPs also. There are certain small courses available on Swayam for the animation or the graphic designing tool GIMP. So that ways it is again one of the wonderful tools. My Paint is there. Inkscape is there. Inkscape is almost similar to Blender. They are the open source or the free tools which are available. Canva, yes, I was telling you about Canva. Canva is one of the tools which is free to certain extent, and after that certain things are, you need to pay for those certain things if you wanted to go for advanced version. But yes, the basic things are also all right. I create all my even the charts which are there in my college, or maybe for certain occasions, if I'm preparing certain banners, I use Canva for all those matter. So you can do all these things. Then sources of getting the templates for PPT. If you wanted to get the PPT, because at times if templates are there, half of the things are done. So that ways templates helps you a lot. You can browse MS PowerPoint, you can use Google Slides, you can use Canva or Prezi, which is there. You can use free templates from slidecarnival.com or slidego.com. So that is also there. Then multimedia tools for PPT. If you are preparing PPT, because I want you all to prepare your e-content using PowerPoint only. If you are not, if you're not if you don't want to go for any studios or maybe all those things, you yourself can create PPT, and you can record those PPTs as well, and you can share it with your students, and even you can go in for Swayam courses, for registration of those Swayam courses. So in PPT you can add audio, you can add video in your PPT, you can add images, you can have graphics, you can add text, then you can have infographics, then you can have GIFs, that is the moving images. Then you can have animations, you can have icons, you can have shapes, mind maps, timelines, and maybe the glossary. So all these things could be included in your PPT to make your e-content more effective. And all these things, even in your classes also, you can share it with your students to deliver your content well if you're preparing videos via PPT. So these are the higher order thinking skills, or the HOTS, which you can share it with your students. You can ask your students to create blogs. You can ask your students to create animations. In your e-content only, you can have collaborations. In your e-content, you can ask your students for certain video makings. They can help you out. App creation could be one, filmmaking, podcasting, web wiki or web creation could be one thing. As an assessment, you can give it to your students. Apart from that, I just wanted to tell you about this insertion of multimedia. Before that, I just wanted to share one thing. Yes, this. Uh, I just wanted to share about the fourth quadrant, the assessment tools. If I go about the assessment tools, so that ways the assessment tool. If I talk about the self-assessment mode via PPT, you can create self-assessments via PPT. So you can use all these things, and you know, using the PPT, how you can assess your students, I'll tell you. Just give me a sec. This is one thing which I have created it for my students. And this is my video. I have created this video, and in this video I asked questions also. I have set a timer also, and once this timer is over, you can say a tick mark is there. So you can explain the question to your students, and you can even tell them these are the different options. And while explaining those concepts, you can even tell about what this subject is all about. What are the different options, which could be the correct option, and all those things. You can, after giving the things, you can give self-assessment questions like this. So this is how you can do the assessment part also. So this is one assessment PPT, which video, in the form of video, I have created it for the higher education of Madhya Pradesh. Since I am the part of higher education Madhya Pradesh e-content development team, so what we are doing is we are creating content of more than 22 subjects. So on more than 22 subjects, we are creating content. I'm there in the commerce e-content development team, and we used to create content like this. So that ways you can see how you can do the things while preparing your. Yes. Then I must tell you how to create, how to insert multimedia in the PowerPoint, because I'm focusing on, with using your video only, using your laptop only, you can create wonderful PPTs. So how to insert shapes, how to insert icons, how to insert models, how to insert smart art, charts, add-ins, videos, audios, all those things. We'll learn one by one how to insert all these things. If this is the thing, if I wanted to insert some shapes, okay, what I can do is I'll go to this insert option, and I'll go to these are the different menus which are there. I'll go to shape menu, and I'll click here. This is one shape which is there available. If I wanted to change the color, I can change the color also using this. So suppose I've changed this color. I don't want this shape now. I want a different shape. I'll go to this edit shape option. I'll go to change shape, and I can change it to any shape. I have changed it to this as per the requirement. I have changed it to this. So that ways shape option is there. If I wanted to insert icons, I'll go again to insert. I'll go to icons. In PPT, Microsoft PowerPoint, there is an option to insert icons. I can insert any icons. You can see the list of icons which are there. What I'll do is I'll insert few icons for you to just show you how you can make things. I have inserted 6 icons. It will be inserted, yes. Now, these are the different icons. Yes, I wanted to change the color. So that I have changed the color this way. Again, I have changed the color this way. I wanted to, have an institutional figure like this. So you can see now. A very simple icon could be used by in your PPT. You can use very simple. These are very simple icons, but using the colors, changing their texture, you can definitely create wonderful effects in your PPT. So that is there. Apart from that, if you wanted to insert models, that is the third. You can again go to insert option, go to models, and again in PPT there are different models available. You can use any model you like. Suppose you are a biology teacher, and if you wanted to insert something related to biology, go to this heart. Suppose I wanted to teach the functions of heart. I'll insert this, and what I'll do is I'll insert this option of model here. It will be inserted. Respected all, is it will be inserted in few seconds. Yes, it is inserting. The only thing is you need to have a better internet connectivity, and as I said, a laptop has to be there. So I'll again do this. I'll have to insert an icon. Sorry, model. Suppose anatomy is there. I wanted to insert this. I hope this will be inserted soon. Okay, by that time, once it is, it is taking time for the insertion, I'll go to, yeah, it is inserted, you can see. I'll delete the other figures so that you'll be able to, view the things better. This is one model which I took it from the PPT only. And if you want to make it moving, you can also make it moving using the animation tool. You can make it, it could be swinging. Then you can have something related like this. It could be turnable. As per to have a better view with your students, you can use all these things. I'll delete this once again, and then I'll show you how to add ins or how to add videos. Add-ins are the things that you can they are the extra that is there in your stores, or maybe the Google Chrome option is there, so you can get add-ins from there. I already have all these add-ins in my office. So what I do is I'll go to my add-ins, and then in the Pixton, I'll go to Pixton. You can have Powtoon, Pixton, Joby, whatever you wanted to. I don't want to update it now. It is asking me. Okay. You can add in the things from here. Again, insert option is there. And go to my add-ins. Pixton is there. Then I'll go to add. There are different, Pixton comic characters are there. I'll take one of those characters. I took this person. I took this color, the hair color I took this way. The hairstyle was this. Then this. Yeah. Now you can see this person, this is there. I have inserted this image. This is a kind of animation which I have, put in my e-content. And then if I want, I can animate this using the animation tool. I can go to this animation tool and I can add this, the moving animation, the motion path. I can add the motion path. So I can add motion path like this. It is moving. You can see now. Then furthermore, I wanted to customize the path. Customize the path means, again, this is, okay. Wherever, whatever is the path defined by me, I can, this person or this, this image, this animation, will move according to the path given by me. So this will animate like this. You can see it is animating, it is moving. So I just showed you how, the things moves and all those things. But yes, you can make it more effective using more clarity, and all these things could be included. Apart from that, you can even include videos and audios. Ink equations could be added. I'll tell you how to add ink equations. Again, go to insert option, and this equation text box, I'll tell you. If I wanted to add equations, I'll go to symbols, I'll go to equations, and I can, type any equations, or I can even, it also gives me an option of ink equation. Ink equation means, suppose certain equations are there that is not available there. I will do like this: 2ab square. So this is how I have just, I just annotate the things, and it is there. So I'll insert this ink equation, and I'll make it more visible to you all. Let me make it more visible. I think now you're able to see how to insert ink equation. Sorry, it is there. So now you can see how you can easily inserting equations also into your e-content. So the faculties from mathematics or chemistry or physics, accounts, they can all include their equations. They can even, write the things, annotate whatever equation is there in the equation tool, and you will get the content. Then, okay, let's move towards the other slide. Yes, we have already done with shapes and icons, models, how to insert all these things. Then this is the simple, a sample for converting. There at times many of us faces difficulty in while preparing the smart arts, no? So if content is there, suppose this is the content which is available with me, I just wanted to convert this content into a smart art. This is, an option is there, convert to smart art. I can easily convert this, a very simple text written into a smart art very effectively. You can do it, you can convert it like this, or even you can do it like this. Apart from that, if you want something like this, you can even have this. I'm just telling, I'm just giving you, how you can show your creativity in your e-content. You can, do like this. And moreover, what you can do is you can change the texture of your, smart art. You can change the colors from here. You can give them the colors of, different colors. You can do whatever, like things are, and now I told you everything. Now the ball is in your court. You can show your creativity to whatever extent you like. So that ways you can have, it was the simple text which is written. I have converted it into smart art, and you can use all these things into your e-content as well. Then I told you how you can, create assessment using PPT modes via one video I showed you. I'll tell you what are the different modes of assessing your students well. You can use Microsoft Forms, you can use Google Forms. We all use Google Forms and Microsoft Teams Forms to get the assessment from your students. Apart from that, you can use test modes, you can have Padlets, you can have Mentimeter. You can use a Kahoot option. The Kahoot tool is there. Then you can use quizzes, hot potatoes, formatives. You can use polls everywhere, because all these options, no, all these assessment tools have links. They give links. You can incorporate those links into your e-content, and you can make those e-content very effective. So what I've told you is, suppose you have written text. The text is available with you. What you can do is you can add images or the icons into your text, and then you can add audios, you can add videos, you can add graphics, then you can have add animations, then you can use mind maps. And after that, what is there, if all these contents are added, you can have all these contents with a bucket. You can pour that all those contents in your e-text. Then you can pour all those contents for your video tutorials also, which is the second quadrant. Then you can add all these contents, the combination of text, images, graphics, gifs, animations, into your learn more also, and also into your assessment part. So to make the all four quadrants more effective, you can incorporate all these tools which I told you. This is the basic roadmap of preparing your e-content. You need to prepare e-text first, that is the written matter or the study material available. Then you need to have video tutorials with them. Then assessment has to be there. Then learn more has to be there. Then these are the different multimedia tools I've already told you. You can even use apart from that, roadmaps, timelines, smart art, shapes, graphs, charts, images, audios, videos, or voiceovers could be added. Animations or podcast could be. You can even take help from your students. They'll assist you better because they are well versed with technology. Then if I talk about the summary of today's session, we have dealt with what exactly is the content, how we can develop the content, what are the different quadrants of e-content, what are different sources for the multimedia inputs, for getting graphs, for getting your questions for getting your e-text, for getting your pictures, for getting your animations. There are different sources I told you. What are the uses of multimedia also we discussed. Then how to include HOTS into your e-content, we also discussed that. Then what are the roadmaps, we discussed everything regarding the same. And I just wanted to conclude my this session with this quote, that start now, start where you are, start with little, start with fear, start with doubt, start and don't stop. Start with what you just have. You just need to start, respected all. And I think you will make a fruitful start with this session. So thank you so much all. And I must thank the organizers for I'll just stop presenting, and I'll just thanks all the coordinators for giving me the opportunity for sharing the little knowledge I had regarding the content. And over to Lakshmi madam for the things.